Hi, welcome back. It's just about time to battle Jacinthe, I think. Alright, here we are at Hotel Jacinthe, and it's been at least 24 hours since the party started. Nice, you got yourself a Challenger's ticket. So let's head in then. Alright. Hey, Laban. Ready to battle? Okay, gotta get back into work mode. Would you permit me to take your photo for the tournament bracket? Sure. I'm good to go too. You're still wearing your sweats, Urbane. Wait, I don't get to preview my facial expression before taking the picture? It seems like an oversight. Kindly follow me to the venue. Lady Jacinthe is waiting for you. Finally! We've been waiting here forever for you, Emily. Yeah, it's been at least a full 24 hours. For me, why? After you left, we figured the tourney was off, but when we tried to leave, we got trapped in this weird Jacinthe zone thing. Dear friends and honored guests, I thank you for your patience. I am delighted to announce that my tournament, organized by me and in my honor, has recovered its missing pieces. Now, have a look at the tournament bracket. As you can see, I am the Ultra Deluxe top seed, a fitting position for your humble hostess, no? She really planned this whole thing to cater to herself as much as possible, huh? For round 1, we have Kanari facing off against Emily. Once you are ready, please speak to Laban on the court. Well, I've kept these guys waiting a full day and more, probably. Now then, my dear friends, let the Super Tournoi de Jacinthe commence. It would be rude to keep them waiting any longer. Well, this is Jacinthe's tournament, so I guess we've got to do this even if it seems absurd. I do think the idea of a tournament against all the people I've met on my journey is a fun idea. But Jacinthe is not going about it in a very humane way. Without further ado, let the battle between Kanari and Emily begin. I'm just here to show all my adoring kinetics how cool and strong I am. This time, I know I'm gonna win. Should I let her win for her stream? So I've been thinking about the streaming thing and how I said I probably won't ever do it. And after my last episode where I thought I had a lot to talk about, and then it turns out there were a lot of parts I cut out because it was completely silent and I had no idea what to talk about. I think I understand the appeal of streaming now. I think it would be easier to talk consistently if I had people chatting back at me. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about Wow, Absol is so bad. I've been thinking about maybe giving streaming a shot. It probably won't be anytime soon, and it probably won't be for this game. But I don't know. Enough playing around. Electros, let's crank up the voltage with Mega Evolution. I'm also not like the most technologically skilled person in the world. I feel like streaming seems a bit out of my wheelhouse, but it may be fun. Maybe I'll start watching some Pokemon streamers to like get the vibe. She may actually win this. Nope. I wasn't looking at Electros's health bar. You thrashed my whole team, even Electros? Again? There's the temper tantrum. I lost again? Me? But I'm Canary. Thank you both for that spectacular battle, Canary and Emily. I am all excitement and anticipation to see how the rest of the battles play out. Dear friends and honored guests, we have made it to the end of round 1. The trainers who qualified for the next round are Emily, Ivor, Corbeau, and Gwen. For round 2, we have Ivor facing off against Emily. Once you are ready, please speak to Laban on the court. It's kind of a bummer that we're just going in the order that I battled them the first time. I think it would have been fun to battle Canary like in the semifinals or something. Who am I battling? Ivor? Let's not start with Absol for sure. Your next opponent will be Ivor. Shall we begin the battle? Yeah. Got nothing better to do. I guess I could talk to everyone, but there's enough talking in this game. I feel you should know that Laban here was the reason I started my strict training regimen. She beat me in a fight when we were children, and after that on second thought, never mind all that. I should focus on our match. Let's have a fair fight, yes? Yeah, but then afterwards, I would like to know your lore, your secret backstory with Laban. It must have been exhausting to be the parents of Laban and Ivor. Like, they're both so intense. Ouch. I really like Ivor's battle music. It sounds like Mario Kart. I always felt like Protect and like Detect or whatever were a waste of time in normal single battles, you know, in regular playthroughs. Like, all it does is delay the inevitable for a turn, except in very specific circumstances. But it seems to actually have a purpose in this game. Like, with the cooldowns, you have to wait before using your best move again. Feelings! Let us break through the bounds of justice with Mega Evolution! I think Ivor's section of the game was my favorite. It's a shame it was like the worst video quality. It was so much fun. That was a lot of damage. Defeat? How incredibly unjust. Your power was too great for my justice to crush. Now that I am stronger, I thought I could defeat Laban and thus heal from my past trauma? But it seems I still have more training to do. On the plus side, though, that means I have room to grow. I have high hopes for my future self. I wish you all the best in your upcoming battles, Emily. Another outstanding battle. Thank you for that performance, Emily and Ivor. I do hope the remaining battle for this round will be equally enjoyable to watch. I bet Corbeau wins. Dear friends and honored guests, we have arrived at the end of round 2. The winning trainers this round were Corbeau and Emily, which naturally means they will be our competitors in round 3. Once you are ready, please speak to Laban on the court. It's kind of annoying that I have to speak to Laban every time. Like, there's no reason it can't just automatically jump into the next battle. Without further ado, let the battle begin. So, I'm up against you. This is quite the venue. It's the perfect place to repay you for the defeat you handed me the other day. I think I'd enjoy that. Boss, just remember you're training with me. You'll be fine. That idiot, only to teach him to keep his mouth shut. But, well, me and my crew's gotten stronger. Scolipede and the rest are ready to go. Now then, let's have some fun. Forget about his little jump. Ooh. Let's use Psychic. Don't think I'll live too long. Wish for the next Pokemon. Maybe I'll just get the wish myself. Good job, Aromatisse. You're awesome! Alright. Gyarados seems like a good choice. Nice. Gyarados and Aromatisse are definitely my MVPs in this game, which I never would have guessed. Ouch. I guess I'll use Frostless. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. Ouch. Okay. One Pokemon left. And it's bugged, so it'll be weak to fire when Blastoise faints. Everyone is so dramatic about Mega Evolution. Which, I suppose I can't blame them. Protect is so annoying. Ouch. That was a lot of damage. I don't know if Absol can do this. Oh, it's got a flying move. That's good. These are harder battles than I expected. You and your Pokemon sure are entertaining, I'll give you that. Blast. Still not good enough, eh? Not even after I roped Philippe in to help me train up, embarrassed as I am to admit it. Still, battles with you are a good time. Swing by our office again if you want to have some fun. Ooh, can I just rematch him whenever I want? That's great. I caught every moment of your battle from my VIP courtside seat. VIP? What part of this room is a better seat than anywhere else? Thank you for your truly spectacular performance, Emily and Corbeau. The trainer who has fought all the way to the top of the Super Tournoi de Jacinthe is my personal favorite, Emily. I'm your favorite? In your next battle, you will be facing off against none other than your gracious host, me. I don't know if being Jacinthe's favorite is a good thing. What type do you think she uses? Based on her color scheme, I'd say fairy. I'm gonna scope things out with Absol. The time has come for you and I to battle, my dear Emily. Time and again, I was delayed in bringing the Super Tournoi de Jacinthe to fruition. In the end, I had to resort to wielding my influence as a social elite to make it happen. Now here we are, about to begin the final round. May it live up to, nay, exceed, the wildest expectations of our lovely guests with spectac... Hi, it's been a while. Hey, buddy. What's with that Pokemon? How did it even get in here? More trouble? I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to let anything else go wrong. Here's Zygarde's wish. Is that man a fan of Emily's, perhaps? It can't be. He's alive? The leader of Team Flare who vanished after his failed attempt to create the world he dreamed of? Lysander! Wait, the guy who used that ultimate weapon 5 years ago? Dang, that's a shocking turn of events. I don't care. I want to go home. Valid. What? No way! That's Lysander! That's Lysander over there, isn't it? Can it, Philippe? Don't make a scene in front of Lysander. You're embarrassing me. Zygarde showed itself in order to face you in battle, Emily. Its wish is that you two face each other in earnest and forge a strong bond in doing so. The type of bond that I mean is a connection that can never be severed. Without such a mighty bond, you cannot hope to save Lumiose from crisis. I don't know whether to throw this guy out or get ready to hold Lady Jacinthe back. How marvelous! I admire the fierce determination that drove you to interrupt our battle to demand your own, my dear. Allure, I myself desire nothing more than to battle against Emily. So believe me when I say I can sympathize with this dear Pokemon 1000%. And that entrance, what could be more splendid than a surprise appearance by a special guest? You are Lysander, yes? Naturally, I recognize your visage. You are quite the celebrity in Kalos, after all. I will ask the hotel staff to come by with more appetizers. I'm not gonna pronounce it. It doesn't matter who I was. I remember none of it. Oh, interesting. Do I believe him? I am here only to say that I wish for Zygarde and Emily to battle. Yes, of course, by all means. Laban, would you handle this? What does Laban have to do? The only thing that has to happen is Jacinthe has to step out of the way, right? Emily, your next opponent will be this mysterious Pokemon Zygarde. I guess she had to change the tournament sheet thing. What type is Zygarde? Ground and Dragon? I'll start with Absol. I'm glad I wore my Zygarde hoodie today. Squishy and his friends. They're so cute. And squishy. There's a lot of them. Zygarde's body is comprised of entities known as Zygarde cells. The more Zygarde cells that gather, the stronger Zygarde's capabilities, or so I have heard. That is Zygarde's 50% form. That's so cool. I love the way the hexagons light up. It looks awesome. Kind of futuristic sounding music or something. You did alright, Absol. That's a lot of damage. Guess Dark is super effective against Ghost, huh? That wasn't a super intense battle, but Zygarde looks awesome. got one green sock. As best I could tell, Zygarde seems pleased. Now you have seen Zygarde in its 50% form, but not yet in its ultimate one, Zygarde Complete. I will collect the remaining Zygarde cells as Zygarde has commanded me. What's his deal? You must focus on becoming a Pokemon trainer mighty enough to fight at Zygarde's side. Like, why did Zygarde choose him? Denizens of Lumiose, please listen. The time has come for each of you to consider what it means that Zygarde came here today. I pray that all of you find the right answer. Hello, my dear Emily. To emerge victorious from a battle against a surprise challenger, you truly are exceptional. And now it is time for the undeniably incredible Emily and the exceedingly incredible host of this terrific tournament to begin the final round. But this is not merely the final battle, it is also our promotion match. I hope that all of you gathered here are ready to witness the riveting resolution of today's events. She seems like a fairy specialist. Allure, at long last we get to battle one another, Emily. Let's do this. What a tournament it has been, so eventful, one might think it had been going on for years. Well, it has been, come to think of it, I did spend 2 full nights battling in the Royale. Now here we are after so many twists and turns at the conclusion of this momentous event. How glad I am to have entered the ZA Royale. It has allowed me to cross paths with some of the greatest trainers in Lumiose, including yourself. I feel the same way. Once I reach rank A, I will make it my mission to bring happiness to the people of Lumiose. To do so, I will make each and every one of them into the strongest trainer they can be, for that is my duty as an influential socialite. Let us begin our promotion match in the conclusion of the Super Tournoi de Jacinthe. May it be a battle worthy of the occasion. She would have luxury balls. Carbink. Is rock? Is it part fairy? It's not a Pokemon I think about very much. Frozen! Nice! Well, it's nice while it lasted. What's even good against rock? Oh, so she's a rock specialist. Good job, Blastoise. Or she doesn't have a specialty? Well, Aurora's definitely is not Heart Fairy. But the others all seem to be. Psychic and Fairy is a crazy type combo. Both of Fairy's weaknesses are resisted by Psychic. That's not fair. It is our responsibility as elites to guide the masses, Clefable. Another new Mega. Like this one. It's cute. Ouch. It's got like an interesting hat thing. Magnifique! What a fine display by both you and your Pokemon! Rank B, almost to the top. A most heartfelt congratulations on your victory, as well as your promotion. Have a look at our audience. Everyone looks so very pleased. I mean, they look normal. I dare say we managed to convey to them the joy that comes when trainers and Pokemon with a deep bond battle side by side. Please continue your efforts to protect the city of Lumios. Naturally, I will help however I can. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this super deluxe TM. Play rough. That's a fitting TM for her. And finally, let us end this sensational soiree with a special fist bump as a gesture of goodwill. She's very politely holding her other hand underneath her fist. That's how high society fist bumps. Now then, let us give another heartfelt round of applause to Emily. Wow, Emily, I can't believe you won Jacinthe's tournament and your promotion match. So you're rank B now. I'm still rank C, but I'll catch up to you in my promotion match tomorrow. And how better to celebrate than with my signature croissant curry. Let's eat. I thought we might all get to eat at that ritzy party, but oh well, maybe next time. Having the same meal as always doesn't feel very celebratory, but I suppose I could have a bite. Finally coming around to appreciating the delights of croissant curry, Naveen? No, but it'd be rude of me to refrain from eating when we're celebrating. Its delights are and will remain lost to me. Anyway, heck of a tournament, wasn't it? I can't believe even Zygarde showed up. Who's Zygarde? It's a legendary Pokemon and a total enigma. Emma's been on its tail. For some reason, it seems to have taken a shine to Emily. Oh, so that's that Pokemon we saw after we calmed down that Mega Barbaracle? So it's kinda strange, but it really likes you for some reason? Sounds like Jacinthe. It has a slightly different vibe. We should probably ask AZ about Zygarde. He might know more. Actually, has anyone seen Floette? She usually hangs out with us when we're celebrating. I saw her head up to the roof with AZ earlier. Oh, okay. Well, let's dig in while dinner's still hot, flaky and saucy. Angie? You were meant to be a guardian of the city, towering over her and watching her always. A 3,000-year-old desire once foolishly held. A 3,000-year-old mistake so very foolishly made. It even cost me you, my beloved Floette. Now these bright young lives must pay my remaining debts, or Lumios's future will be lost. Don't worry, AZ. I'm pretty sure I'm older than the average kid who saves the world in the Pokemon world. Lumios trembles. What do you mean, AZ? Prism Tower. The unease spilling from it can now be felt even at this distance. Then we gotta do something about it. Not yet. The only one who can control the tower is Mega Floette. Mega Floette? It's not even a fully evolved Pokemon. We will need the strongest Mega Evolution user to put this situation to rights. Wait, Mega Floette? Wow, that's what I just said. Guess I've got to make it to the top rank of the ZA Royale and prove I'm the strongest then. Yes, if you can prove that you are the strongest of all, then Floette may respond to your strength. I know, Floette, I know. You said last night you're still rank C, right, Urbane? That's right. And the strongest Mega Evolution user is all but guaranteed to be Emily. Hey, have a little faith. I'm not the leader of Team MZ for nothing. Just watch. I'll catch up to... No, blow right past Emily in the rankings. And I won't stop there. I'll fix this whole mess. I'll help so many people in Pokemon at once. That's the spirit. It wouldn't be fair to just leave everything up to Emily. I'll be pulling for you too, Urbane. Good luck climbing the ranks. Oh, hang on. I got a message from Vinny. He says I should come meet him at Quizartico. Wonder what's up. Well, while you're doing that, I'll be Oh, he asked for you to come too, Emily. Poor Lita and Naveen are getting left in the dust. I'm gonna change my clothes. You're both here? Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's going on? What do you need both me and Emily for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Is she going to be my next promotion match? Ma'am, I've brought Team MZ's leader Urbane and his teammate Emily as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Urbane, Emily. The two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rest Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So, it wasn't true, right, what that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone Rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in free fall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project. And so it fell to my company, Quasartico Inc. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns for some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves, as if drawn to this power. And now we have Rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. It's alright, Team MZ will help get all this under control. Thank you for that, young man. Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right, Emily? Yeah. We'll protect everyone. Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon can truly live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We're on it. Which probably means we better get down to work. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Urbane. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? It used to be my mom's. Something to remember her by. I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow. Are they related? If you remember where you might have seen it, let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumiose searching for someone. You might just have the clue I need to find them. Now we should get going. Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of Mega Power. I will email you all of the details as usual. Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're going to make Lumiose a city that people and Pokemon can share, like you were saying, ma'am. Come on, Emily. We're heading back to the hotel. Strategy meeting time. Will we actually be able to leave this time? So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She said she's counting on our help to take care of the Rogue Mega Evolution problem. Speaking of which, did you both get word from Vinny about new Rogue Mega Evolution reports? That we did. I suppose it's time for another strategy meeting. Here's the new info from Vinny. Our first concern is a Dragonite in Vert Sector 3. Second, in Wand Sector 4, we've got a Tyranitar to check out. And finally, there's a Starmie in Blue Sector 9. All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved. Yeah, so they're going to be extremely tough customers when the Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. Do you feel up to this, Emily? Of course. Team MZ will be supporting you on the ground as always. But even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guard down. Come on, we're all pros at working together now. Yeah, we've calmed so many rogue Pokemon. Team MZ is a well-oiled machine. True enough. Okay, so to recap, we got 3 more Pokemon, yada yada. We'll stake out there, whatever. Up first, the Dragonite in Vert Sector 3. That one goes to Urbane. Naveen, you keep an eye on the Tyranitar in Wand Sector 4. And I'll stand by to help handle the Starmie in Blue Sector 9. We always seem to leave the heaviest load on your shoulders, Emily. I can handle it. Thanks, Emily. I'm really glad to hear that. And you can count on us to heal up your Pokemon before we get into battle. Alright team, move out. Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. So I was thinking about this sludge that's everywhere, and how much of a bummer it is. But, it kind of looks like Grimer. And I don't know if Grimer's in this game, but it would have been cool if, like, some of those piles of sludge were, like, Grimer in disguise, or had a Grimer, like, hiding underneath some of the sludge, and when you hit it with a water move, the outer sludge washed away and the Grimer got mad and attacked you. Kind of like the Voltorb that looked like Pokeballs in the earlier game. I think that would have been neat. Alright. Didn't mean to bother you. Just passing through. Is that Cleffa? Oops. Alright, Dragonite. It's gotta be my fairy type. There you are. So Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. We don't really know what to expect from it. But you look curious. Something on your mind? I don't know if now is the time for lore, but what about that person you're looking for? Yeah, I guess I feel like I need to protect the city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now that means taking care of Lumius's Rogue Mega Evolution problem. I feel like you're kind of dodging the question. But who is the person you're looking for? Here goes, don't do anything reckless. plus move. This one seems a lot less intense than some of the other ones. Like, Mega Barbarical is definitely the hardest of these battles so far. I wonder if there's a Mega Aromatisse. Fun. It would definitely be a lot scarier in real life than in game. Ouch. It's got a lot of coverage. Waste of a Moonblast. That's okay. Alright. Yikes, that was close. I think that whirlwind was bigger than last time too. Halfway there, not too bad. It's gonna be even more lightning. Ooh, interesting. I guess I expected ouch. Are you okay, Urbane? It looked like it directly aimed that at you. Ooh. I'm gonna heal myself up a little bit. Just run till I'm healthy. Just like in real life, the best way to heal when you're hurt is to run. Is that Hyper Beam? up a bit. Good job, Aromatisse. Just in time. I don't think I can hit it from here. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. I do really love the Rogue Mega Evolution battles. They are so fun. And that one wasn't as hard as Barbarical. You're on a roll, Emily. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then Lumiose will be a place shared by people in Pokemon just like the folks at Quasartica want. Keep it up. Alright. Did Tyranitar always have a Mega Evolution, or is this a new one? I can't remember what Mega Tyranitar would have looked like, but it seems like one that should have always existed. Here's our likely soon-to Mega Evolve target, Tyranitar, the armored Pokemon. You did your research, huh? As you'd expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. But my Scrafty should do well against the Tyranitar in terms of type matchups. And in any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we'll simply have to do it. Are you nervous? I bet you could handle this on your own if you had to, but you can count on Scrafty and me for help. Oh yeah, that definitely existed. It's a shame Psychic is useless. Sand Tomb. And Stone Edge. pretty easy. I also have a Pokemon with a 4-time effective move that I haven't used. Halfway there. Ouch. Okay. That was intense. It's been a while since I've died. I'll continue with my progress. Keep previous progress. Navene's not even trying to dodge. I don't think Blastoise is gonna make it. This is more intense than I initially realized. Oof. Okay. It's got some interesting textures. Don't know why I went that way. coming after me? Ouch. Now fire is weak, but fighting should be pretty good. Sorry, Frostlass. So close to the end. Oh. And Darius gets all the credit. It's definitely easier than Mega Barbarical. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumiose and all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when you can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. Thank you. I'll keep looking into it on my end as well. How? Well, looks like I have to do a little side mission real quick. Whoa, hey kid, step away from that elevator. It's not safe. Yeesh, what a mess. A bunch of Beldums swarmed around that elevator there. I just got it up and running, but now no one can even use it. I chased them off, but I don't know if I can handle all four at once. Man, what to do? I'll help. I'll chase them off. They look nice and shiny. Hmm. Four at once is a piece of cake, even though they're at level 49. There's no problem. Because apparently Leech Life can hit 4 Pokemon at once. Wow, you got rid of the Beldum, thanks. Now folks can finally... Wait, they're back? It's just like the Binacle in that boat forever ago. Yeesh, why does this keep happening to me? Hey there, Ament, how are you getting on? Oh, sorry sir, you see these little guys just... Well, now look at all those Beldum, lucky you. See, Beldum are made of magnets. They love the electromagnetic waves that Holovators emit. Means you got the Holovator up and running just fine. Guess I'll head back to my post then. Well, that's that. Does that mean these Beldum are here because they took a shine to the Holovator I repaired? Yeah, look at how happy they are. You know, I bet having these Beldum around would make it a cinch to tell when a Holovator is broken. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna catch these rascals and make them my partners. I was gonna say that they'd make a really tough team for him when they evolve, but I guess 4 Beldum only become 1 Metagross. Which is still tough, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell how these roofs are connected. But here we are. I was gonna pick up that Pokeball, but I guess not. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with a Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever, and it's ready to blow, so no one's getting by me. Feels like I've seen you two before, though. It's Emily, ain't it? And the other one. Poor Lita. Well, trainers as strong as you ought to be alright. Come on then, follow me. Lita's got nothing to say? For goodness sake. Which imbecile let 2 civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Philippe, hi. What are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought that if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing Reg Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see, so you're trying to keep Lumiose safe just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. You would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you understand. Then what are we supposed to do? Simple. If Emily defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. Alright, I mean, this Pokemon can cause a lot of problems and they'll be in a lot of pain, but yeah, I guess we've got time for a battle. I love how shiny the steel Pokemon look. Water? Water's good against ground. And it must be neutral against steel, otherwise that wouldn't have been super effective. Man, I wasted my plus move on a protect. I guess I'll use Emboar 4 times. Ouch. Oh yeah, he did Mega Evolve Skarmory before. Completely forgot about that. Guess it must not be a super memorable Mega Evolution. Your true strength lies in drawing out the full strength of your Pokemon, huh? That was kind of a nothing sentence. I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. Can you heal my Pokemon first? I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. That's kind of funny coming from you, Philippe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. This is not the time for a lore drop. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses, security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet young Mr. Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, and in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he has been the only person I call my boss. Great story! Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. This is a water stone, right? You could have just bought one. Use it on that partner of yours. It will surely help you protect Lumiose. Now please make sure to handle things here. If the city goes down, the rest syndicate will have no clients left to work with after all. If I use the stone Philippe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it? Sure, why not? Right, yeah, okay. I'll evolve my partner. Then we've got to go calm that rogue Mega Starmie. It's nice of it to wait till after Philippe's story and the battle and the evolution in order to go rogue. And it's gonna wait for me to pick up this Pokeball. A Dusk Ball. I'm probably never gonna use it. Guess I'll jump down over here. I have seen Mega Starmie before. It looks a little silly. Before Starmie's Rogue Mega Evolution sets in, want me to heal your Pokemon? Yes, please! They struggled a little bit. Do I have anything good against water types? Make sure you and Embor stay safe, okay? That looks so silly. I think Embor's the Pokemon to have here. Is friendly fire a thing? Ouch. Embers survived longer than I expected. It looks even stupider from behind. To send out thinking area dose. Maybe poison jab will poison it. So silly. What a silly Pokemon. Starmie is one of those Pokemon that I always think about using on my team, but never actually do. Next time I play a Kanto game, I might. Ouch. Oh, we're only halfway there. Ooh. Ouch. up a bit, maybe, hopefully. These are deceptively easy to dodge. And the Aromatisse is too slow to get caught in it. Which is nice. This is a very silly Mega Evolution. I like it better than Frostlass's Mega Evolution, at least. Good work, Emily. That's another rogue Pokemon successfully calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? I know you've got to help these poor Pokemon and stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with the super fierce attacks. And all that running around dodging, it leaves me absolutely starving. Do you think Lumios's restaurants might have started all this as a plot to bring in customers? Yeah, probably. Nah, could it be? That'd be wild. I don't know. Those restaurant owners are pretty sketchy. That was Urbane. I'm guessing he wants us back at Hotel Z to debrief. So none of those Mega Evolution were new to me. I had seen the trailer that showed off Mega Dragonite, and I was spoiled for Mega Starmie against my will. That's another wave of Rogue Mega Evolution dealt with. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I only died 3 times. Or twice. I'm so glad we've got you on Team MZ. Hey, AZ, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer is the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. Ooh, how do you mean? I mean, it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe it's gotta be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could rely on. Well, that must be Emily. Says who? Grisham. Just some random guy again? Why doesn't he have a picture? So it's finally time. You're in arm's reach of rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? How'd that they made it to rank B but managed to keep their face secret? Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people sign up using pseudonyms or nicknames too. That's true, but still. How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You have to wait for them to find you, I guess. And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way, we can't just sit back and wait. Let's ask Emma. Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Looker Bureau, Emily, and try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. It's kind of a downer. Alright. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.